beautiful stars. What a week, huh? I am so happy to be here with you. Right now, this is our time to just take a break from anything else going on in the world and just play a fun game of trivia. Movie trivia, that is. I am your host, queen of your screen, Anna Roisman. I feel like I'm back, you know? I've been in a costume the last 2 weeks. And thank you so much for inviting me into your home for an all-new HQ Trivia movie night. Oh yeah, let's ride that roller coaster into the popcorn room. Or popcorn space, right? But right now, it's time to give your brain 15 minutes, give or take, of some sweet relief, and then you can go back to whatever else could possibly be going on in the world. I don't know, unless it's the oven. If it's the oven, turn off the oven, okay? Don't leave that running. If you've been distracting yourself by watching movies at home, then tonight could be the night that it all pays off. Literally, because you know this is the game that pays, right? We give money. I'm talking about $5,000 tonight. Ooh, split up among all of the winners. And if that's not exciting enough, well, wait. It wouldn't be the movies without ticket sales, and boy, do we have them. You can go and pick up a VIP ticket and join the high-stakes game for tonight's VIP prize of $1,750. $1,750. You heard me. That will split up very, very nicely when the limit on sales is $150, which it is, but we will only do VIP mode if 100 or more people buy in. So come on in. Make it happen. We're going to the VIP room. Think about how much money you have spent on movies over the years or even popcorn, right? It's time to start profiting. And now's the time. And while we're on the subject of handing out money, we are helping out a charity group that's doing some amazing work in this crazy world, the Great Plains Food Bank, fighting hunger in North Dakota and western Minnesota. The bank strives to end hunger effectively and efficiently. They carefully guide all donated surplus food to their network of food pantries, soup kitchens, emergency shelters, and other charitable feeding programs. They direct 96% of every charitable dollar received towards programs and services ensuring food for all 3 meals gets into the hands of those who are hungry. So HQ is donating 5 cents for every person playing tonight to the Great Plains Food Bank with our thanks for the vital work that they are doing. So check them out for yourself at greatplainsfoodbank.org. Right here. And whatever you can spare, I'm sure will be so welcome there. Just a quick reminder that HQ's newest game, Hall of Trivia with Jeff Eisenband, is tomorrow evening, an hour earlier than the regular game. If you like football and fantasy football, it is not one to miss. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Go team. That was me doing football. Looks like the final latecomers are taking their seats in this beautiful theater. So please, open your candy right now so you don't disrupt the family as you try to win this thing. Did you know it's National Candy Day and no other type of day? Perfect timing to cure your stress. Eat a lot of candy and play trivia. As always, keep your voices at a whisper, but do not, under any circumstances, silence your cell phones as we jump right into it. Are we gonna jump right into it? We're jumping right into it with question number 1. Q1. Which of these villains has appeared in the live-action Spider-Man films? Kingpin, Dr. Octopus, the Scene Stealer. Pretty sure there's no villain called the Scene Stealer in the Marvel Universe, unless, I don't know, it's a nickname you have for Michael B. Jordan because, come on, he steals some scenes. But no one can forget Alfred Molina as Otto Octavius, aka Dr. Octopus, aka Doc Ock. That was a little Scott Rogowski right there, right? 48,433! You got it right. That means Dr. Octopus is not coming at you tonight. And also, I gotta know in the chat, because I know all the HQties love Marvel movies. Who is your favorite Marvel villain? Who is the villain of choice tonight? Let me know in the chat. I love to see it. Moving on to Q2. Which of these Charlie Chaplin films is not considered a silent film? City Lights, The Great Dictator, or Modern Times? There was more to Charlie than just the silent visual gags. Some years after sound came to Hollywood, he cranked out a doozy that satired fascism called The Great Dictator. Who got it right? That was a tough one. 38,043. You got it right. You thought about it and you tapped the right one. You know, the intense closing speech in that movie still resonates today. This is getting a little too political, right? This is the non-political time. On to Q3. Question number 3. Which of these franchise roles was only cast after Sean Connery turned it down? Gandalf, Indiana Jones, Obi-Wan. Oh, we're all going to miss Sean Connery so much, but one of these films already did. Connery read the book and the script, but he just couldn't get on board with Lord of the Rings, costing us his part as Gandalf. I love that. That's very interesting. 29,650. Got it right. You got a ring. You're moving on to soon you'll be the Lord of the Rings. No, you'll be the Lord of HQ Trivia Movie Night. I can't imagine Gandalf as anyone but Ian McKellen, right? Ian McKellen is Gandalf. They are one. They are one being, although he's also in Cats. And honestly, it's gonna change your view of Ian McKellen. And right now, the chat is coming in hot with their favorite Marvel villain as Venom. Okay, Venom. Is it Venom? I know who that is, I promise. Moving on to Q4. Which of these Beatles songs is performed in Yellow Submarine? All Together Now, Maxwell's Silver Hammer, Savoy Truffle. A cartoon was an easy way out of the Beatles' 3-film contract. It just meant like writing a few new songs and making a short live-action cameo. If you've seen it, you've heard All Together Now twice. It's in there twice. All together now, all 27,353, we're all together now. We all got it right. If you didn't get it right, you can still use an extra life. You can still come back in. We're early in this game, right? We're early in this game, and this is gonna be decided at the end, I promise. Moving on to Q5. Daniel Kaluuya is currently working on a gritty reboot of what? Arthur, Barney, Sesame Street. Just take that classic, slow it down, put it in a minor key, and you're already halfway done with your trailer. Following his run in Get Out and Black Panther, Daniel is making Barney intense. Yes, he is. Barney is getting rebooted. Can you believe that? 22,516. You got it right. We're a happy family, right? We're a happy family has never sounded scarier. I just imagine the song's gonna be like, I love you, you love me, then somebody ghosted me. It's gonna be scary. That's scary. Text back. Q6. Which of these words is not in the extended title of the new Borat film? Regime, once, cultural. We like feature subsequent movie film of Mr. Borat, and we see why he has a shorter title. So a dozen words deep, he's allowed to drop some words like cultural from the mix. Did you get cultural right? Oh, that was a close race on that one. 11,289. You got it right. Cultural wasn't in that title. How good was that movie? Did you love Borat as much as I did? That actress, Maria Bakalova, she's hilarious. We gotta give her an award. I loved it. Subsequent movie film. My wife, Q7. Which film was directed by someone who inspired a character in the original book? Bridget Jones's Diary, Life of Pi, or Fight Club? This might seem like a coincidence, but not if the author has a say in the film's director. And that's how it went down with Sharon Maguire, who inspired Bridget Jones's her friend, Shazzer. Bridget Jones's Diary. Oh, that was like evenly split. I'm gonna call that a savage question. You know, it's savage enough. Oh, and I just want to see that fire go, but I'm so sad to see you go. I know a lot of you thought it was Fight Club. It was Bridget Jones's Diary. I wonder, you know, that was tough. Her friend was named Shazzer. You know who my friend is? My friend is Shazza. You know Shazza. Shout out to Sharon Carpenter. I love you, girl. Moving on. You know what? I feel like that was so tight. That race was so tight. It was, you know, 7,000, 7,000. I want to break the tie here. I don't know. I feel like you deserve something, right? It's been a stressful week. Why don't we let's do a gift drop. Let's just give them a gift. Give them a gift drop. Gift drop. It's time. I love gift drops. No, that's definitely not going to be in the Barney remake. What'd you get? Are you tapping it? Did you get anything? Tell me you got something good. Maybe you got an extra life, because I don't want you to leave me yet. I want you to stick around and hang out, because we're moving on to Q8. In This Is Spinal Tap, during what song was Derek trapped in a plastic shell? Big Bottom, Hellhole, Rock and Roll Creation. I don't know if a single song came off without a hitch in the classic comedy, but I'll never forget that Rhodey with a hammer and blowtorch is struggling to free Derek during Rock and Roll Creation. He's stuck in there. He's the rock and roller in a bubble. Rock and Roll Creation, 8,838. You got it right. Are you smiling yet? Did you get an extra life? I sure hope you did. He got an extra life. He got out. He got out of that, actually. He did. He got out of the plastic shell just as the song ended, you know? Oh, wow. I love it. Someone just said, you're welcome. Someone said, thank you for not giving me an empty box. You're welcome, you know? All boxes count in this game, okay? They do. And I claim that extra life for you. Q9, the only 2020 film on IMDb's top 250 list, is of what genre? Comedy, musical, thriller. It's plenty thrilling, all right? And there are some comedic moments. But when it's time to pick a genre, Hamilton is a musical. Musical is the answer. Oh, 6,325. We love to see it. You got it right. You didn't throw away your shot on that one. I had to. You know I had to. We still have a few more to go. Did you see the movie of Hamilton on Disney Plus? Oh my gosh. I saw the show twice in theaters. That is a brag. But I actually liked the movie of it more. So if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend watching Hamilton. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Q10, in The Godfather, which is not one of the 5 families ruling New York. Barzini, Sollozzo, Tattaglia. The movie's plot is fueled by the tension between the 5 families, including, of course, the Corleone clan, perpetually at war with families including the Barzinis and Tattaglias, which means Sollozzo, Solongo, 5,158. You got it, you're safe. No families are coming for you. Nope, you got it right, you get to move on. You know, Virgil Sollozzo, he worked alone. Some of you out there are working alone on your HQ game right now, and you're nailing it. Q11, which character in 1970s MASH was played by the same actor on the TV series? Hot Lips, Radar, Trapper John. Between book, movie, and series, the fictional Korean War went a lot longer than the real one. And it was an especially long hitch for Gary Berghoff. Gary Berghoff, there he is. He spent 8 seasons and a feature as Radar O'Reilly. We've got Radar. Oh, you got that one. We've got our MASH fans out in the audience tonight. 5,114. You got it right. Not to mention he had a short-lived spin-off as well. That's amazing. To play a character for that long. You know what else is amazing? We made it to the final question in tonight's game. It is time for Q12. Oh, you did it. Some of you made it through without an extra life. Some of you got one along the way. It's all good vibes here in HQ Trivia Movie Night. Here we go. We are moving on to Q12. I hope everybody meditates. Take a deep breath. You got this. A story credit for Toy Story 4 was given to a series regular of what sitcom? Community, Parks and Recreation, 30 Rock. Remember when sitcoms were all one-liners and laugh tracks? And then they got a little more cinematic and they had single cameras. They brought on genuinely funny people who were not just performers, but also writers. Like one of the 8 credits on Toy Story 4, which went to Rashida Jones, who played Anne on Parks and Recreation. That is the final answer in tonight's game. Oh, and for Parks and Rec, I'm so happy right now. We've got 3,232 winners in tonight's HQ Trivia Movie Night game. Let's party. Let's go to space. Let's take a spaceship. Woo! You did it. That felt good. This feels good, right? Staying on our phones. Why else would we be on our phones besides playing a game? Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see. What did you take home tonight? Who's taking home a win? $1.55. Oh, $1.55. We have 3,232 winners. That's a beautiful number. Big congratulations to Raya Karian, Joki Ola, Del Scott, Ben Johnson, father of God, I guess? I don't know. Rubik's Ren, Ruth Warrior, Rock 46778. 8675. No, JL Miller, 1975. Mathon, Jack Jones. Oh, I'm shouting them all out. Miss Kendra, you did it. You all did it. You won HQ Trivia. I'm so proud of you. That is it. That's the game. Award-winning job to everybody, even if you didn't make it. You did a great job. You were here, you hung out, you've been watching movies, and if you didn't last till this finale, well, there's always next week. We'll be back next week, but maybe you decided on a movie to watch tonight when you stop watching the news. Hamilton, go watch it. HQ Trivia will be back tomorrow night with Matt Richards. You know when it's happening, 9 p.m. Eastern. All new questions, all new prize money. And an hour before that, HQ's Hall of Trivia with Jeff Eisenband. Don't miss either of those. Once again, the charity I told you about is the Great Plains Food Bank, making a great difference in so many lives in North Dakota and Western Minnesota. They are at greatplainsfoodbank.org. If you'd like to help them out, I'm sure it will be appreciated. Thank you so much for muting the TV. You muted CNN and you hung out with me. I'm Anna Roisman and I love you so much. And don't forget, remember right now, take care of yourselves. Watch a good movie, eat some candy, meditate, whatever you gotta do. Watch some more movies though, so you come back ready to win next week. Good night. Bye.